It's day 14 of President Bola Tinubu's presidency. Thanks for joining us on the program. I am Abosede Adenira. You can join the conversation now on Twitter using the hashtag #First100Days. Remember to tag at TVC News NG and at Prof. Bose TVC. Well, it's another June 12th Democracy Day in Nigeria, and one of the men who moved mountains to recognize the day as a federal holiday now occupies the highest office in the land as President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. His struggle and commitment saw him flee to safety to continue the agitation in exile for the military to cede power and allow democracy thrive. President Bola Tinubu earlier today addressed the nation with a speech many analysts have described as apt to Nigerian sufferings. In his address, the president was emphatic about his renewed hope agenda and the need for all hands to be on deck in addressing the many challenges the country is faced with. And now here are some of the president's words and points raised.
We celebrate a day that has remained a watershed in our nation's history, not just today, but for every June 12th, for the endless future that our beloved country shall exist and work stronger and stronger. Generation of Nigerians will always remember themselves that the democracy that is steadily going to become the defining essence of our polity was not gifted to us on a silver platter. We can easily recall the sacrifice and the martyrdom of Chief MKO Abiola, the custodian of the sacred mandate that was so cruelly annulled. He sacrificed his life in unyielding patriotic defense of the ideals of democracy, as symbolized in his choice by his fellow countrymen and women as their duly elected president. We remember Pat Alfred Rewani, one of the heroes of our independence struggle, and Major General Shehu Musaya Adua, retired, who was silenced by the military junta while in pursuit of democracy. They gave their yesterday for the liberty that is ours today. The point is that we must never take this democracy for granted. On May 29, I gave effect to the decision taken by my predecessor in office to remove the fuel subsidy, the albatross, and free up the collective use of much needed resources, which had hitherto been pocketed by a few rich. I admit the decision will impose extra burden on the masses of our people. I feel your pain. This is one decision we must bear to save our country from going under and take our resources away from the stranglehold of a few unpatriotic elements. For your trust and belief in us, I assure you that your sacrifice shall not be in vain. Those of us who have been privileged to elect into public office at various levels in both the executive and legislative arms of government must recommit ourselves to offering selfless service to the people.